This is Wally from Atwood Ranch in California. He's about 2 weeks old in this clip, and this is his 5th time being handled. This clip is just a little bit of obstacle work that I use to get a young foal comfortable. The main things I'm trying to build here is confidence. I want him to feel confident in understanding what I'm asking of him. I want him to feel confident with me in general, and I want him to feel confident about asking questions. The leading here is very important. He's only had the halter on his head probably 3 times at this point, and this is the first day that he would have a lead rope and a snap. The snap is a little bit between the halter and the lead rope, and that's the important part of this. This is what I want him to understand. I want him to follow that feel between the halter and the lead rope. I want him to understand when that snap moves, he needs to do something. So a lot of this leading around is just me lifting the snap out of place and asking him to figure out what that means. I'm not going to pull him around. I'm not going to overpower him, even though I can at this stage. The reason for that is a lot of horses come back to me with pole issues. I like to start them properly from the very beginning. If they have pole issues, that's something that can follow them all the way through their life. They can have trailering issues, tying issues. It can affect their collection and their flying lead changes. So it's very important that a horse doesn't get yanked around by the head when it's young. If he does get stuck, and he gets stuck here in a moment when he yawns, I'm just going to hold and wait. I'm not going to make a big deal of it, and I'm not going to ram down on him. I'm also not going to just let him do whatever he likes. I'm going to consistently move him along. So as he gets curious here, it's the same sort of thing. I'm going to allow him to be curious, but then I'm going to move him along. We've got a job to do. We've got somewhere to be. The moment we allow horses to get too curious or too stuck, you'll tend to find that they'll go to obstacles as a way to switch humans off. You'll see this often with tarps and with pedestals. Horses will just go to that area knowing that the human might leave them alone. I'm going to move the green ball here away from him. Again, the goal is to build curiosity. So I don't want to move the ball toward him, which could scare him. I'm moving the ball away from him, hoping he'll gain a little bit of interest. I'm also going to be careful that he doesn't get himself into a situation where he might lean on top of the ball, or that it'll go between all 4 legs, or even behind him. All of these situations will set him up for failure. So I'm going to make sure that the ball's always out in front of him or controlled by me until I know he's 100% comfortable with it. You want to reward the curiosity. So here his ears are up, he's looking at it, and now I know he's going to be a little bit curious in it. He doesn't have to do much. I'm just directing his nose over the ball there. Gives it a tap. And that's it. That's all I'm asking for there. It's not about him trying to get the ball in a goal or anything like that. It's just about building that little bit of curiosity. And foals are born itchy. It's a real saving grace. He's looking there for something to itch back on with his nose. It looks like he's sort of biting or something like that, but he's just looking to scratch back on me. So again, pick up the ball, now moving it around him, but I'm keeping his nose toward me. I don't want him to get scared and panicked and worried. I'm pushing on his bubble a little bit. I'm just sort of seeing what I've got to work with here. And then I'll just let him have a think. It's all about the little moments. He looks a little bit stunned, a little bit like he doesn't know what's going on, and there we go. And then there's a moment of acknowledgement.